Hello, my name is Joe and welcome to my channel. Today is Tuesday and I'm going to make a genuine Tag Tuesday video. Usually I make my tag videos at some point else during the week, but today you get the real deal. The tag is the March of the Mammoths tag created by Jim at Jim's Books, Reading, and Stuff. This is a tag that's meant to coincide with the March of the Mammoths Booktube event, which I will be participating in. And that's an event where you pick a book that's at least 800 pages and either finish it or start it in the month of March. I have not started my book yet for March of the Mammoths. I do have a candidates list, which I encourage you to check out if you haven't seen it. But let's go ahead and get started with the questions. Number 1, are you currently reading a mammoth? No, I'm not. I've been putting it off all month, but I will be getting to it, I think, hopefully around this week. Number 2, what is the biggest book you have ever read? As far as page count goes, it's probably It by Stephen King. This particular edition clocks in at around, it's about 1,150 pages. And the word count on this is about 300,000 words. But I have read a longer book, and that's the Constance Garnett translation of War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. This is the Barnes & Noble Classics edition. The book itself is also around 1,150 pages, but the text itself, so the novel plus the two end essays, clock in just at around 1,100 pages in this edition. But this is, I think, 575,000 words, so it's significantly longer than It. Another book that I would like to just give an honorable mention to, I haven't finished this. I got about maybe 500 pages in it before I stopped. This is a really cool, old, beat-up, mass-market paperback of The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich by William Shearer. I would love to read it this month. In fact, I'm surprised that I didn't even include it on my March of the Mammoths candidate list. This is something that I do want to restart one day and finish it. This copy clocks in at around 1,600 pages with the index, and then without the index, the actual book itself is about 1,500 pages in this edition. Number 3, what is the smallest book you have read? The first one that comes to mind is Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. I read that. It was the first book I ever read in one sitting. I don't have my copy of that here. I think it probably clocks in at around 100 pages. And then last year I read a book that was just, the book itself clocks in at about 90 pages. Well, a little less than 90. But it is Monsieur Ibrahim et les Fleurs du Coran by Eric Emmanuel Schmidt. This is in French. I read this for a French course. Very short little book. I don't know what the word count is, but it's not a lot. It's, again, this book is less than 90 pages. Number 4, what is the size of a book intimidating? Yes, it is. I will admit that the size gives me pause if I want. I have a lot of very long books that I want to read, and especially if they're nonfiction, I am intimidated by the length. It's a bit silly. This month I've read at least 3,000 pages. I should check my Goodreads. I've read a lot this month. I'm going to read several thousand. I've been reading several thousand pages each month this year. And that, dwarfs the longest book that I've read. But I like variety when I read. So I've been reading many short, slim books. So yeah, in short, it's intimidating. Is size a consideration when deciding what to read next? This is question number 5. Yes, it is. Every month I have kind of a rough TBR list. A lot of times there are large books on that list, but I will generally try to squeeze in short little books in between the bigger books because I like variety. I like to be constantly shifting genres, and I like seeing my kind of end of year number of how many books that I've read increase every year. I've only been tracking it for 2 years now, but I like to see that number go up. And in general, I just like short books anyway. Number 6. How many pages long is the book you are reading now? I am currently reading The Death of Democracy, Hitler's Rise to Power and the Downfall of the Weimar Republic by Benjamin Carter Het. This is a book I saw on the shelf at the library and decided, all right, before I start my mammoth, I'm going to read this. This book is only, let's see, with the index, it's 280 pages, but without the index, it clocks in at right around 250. Ooh, a little bit shorter. 235. So not that long. This is kind of the perfect length for me. Just a little over 200 pages. I guess 200 to 400 pages is the length of books. Is the book length that I prefer. Number 7. What is the average length of the books you read? Last year, Goodreads told me that it was 317, and that sounds about right. Number 8, do you think humans will ever bring back mammoths from extinction? I have no clue. I know nothing about the subject. I have no idea how possible that is. I mean, maybe it seems reasonable that maybe a mammoth-elephant hybrid could be created, but honestly, I don't know. Number 9, do you think they should? Again, I don't know, but I have seen Jurassic Park, so that leans me towards no. Let's not do that. I don't know. Number 10, tag some people. I'd say if you're watching this video, consider yourself tagged. If you don't make videos, put it in the comments. You don't have to make videos to participate in these tags, I don't think. So put it in the comments. Just list out your answers to at least some of these questions. I'd be very interested to know. Also, just as a bonus, again, I would check out my the video I made on March of the Mammoths. This week, I should be starting my mammoth book. Every few days, I'm changing my mind as to what I want to read. And for right now, if I had to start it today, I would probably pick Dreadnought. And this is Britain, Germany, and the Coming of the Great War by Robert K. Massey. It's a history of kind of the lead up to World War I, and I think it focuses on kind of the naval arms race. But this clocks in at, I think, just shy, or about 900 pages. And it's a big, thick, nice hardback that my brother got me for Christmas. So I think it's probably going to be this one, but in a couple days, who knows what I'm going to choose. But that is all for now. Thank you.